Hello guys, and welcome to May Yoga. I am Miranda, and today I will be guiding you through a quick stretch that is going to be kind of targeted towards your back. So if you're feeling a lot of tension, discomfort throughout the spine, the shoulders, the neck, this is going to help release a little bit of that in a short amount of time. If this is your first time practicing with me, please check the description below this video and find a link for a separate video called Tips for a Safe Yoga Practice and watch that first. So we're going to start here in a seated position. So make sure you're nice, comfortable clothing as always. Have that water nearby, even though this won't be anything intense. It's always good to have in case you need it. And then just come to a comfortable seat. You can just do cross-legged here. You want to make sure that your sit bones, the little bones in your booty, are connected to the mat so you're able to sit up nice and tall. We're going to go into a little bit of a lateral side bend first. So I'll be your mirror for this part. We'll start with our left hand. You're going to bring your left hand away from your left hip, so that your palm is nice and flat to the mat, your fingers are open wide. Inhale, swoop up the right arm and bring it all the way over as far as you can here, bending into that left elbow. Careful not to let that right sit bone come away from the mat, so push to keep that down. You're putting the stretch into the right side of the body. If you like, you can turn the head to look up at the sky. Squeezing the left side, opening the right. Taking one more slow breath here. Nice. Pushing into the left hand, inhale up and switch. Right hand comes down to the mat, away from the hip. Inhale, swoop that left arm all the way up and over, going into that side bend, keeping that left sit bone connected, turning the head to look up. Feeling yourself open, all the intercostal space between the ribs, getting a nice stretch here. Also working into the shoulder a bit, of course, and the neck by looking up at the sky as well. One more slow breath here. And then inhale, push into the right hand, bring the hands back down to the mat. Nice. Next, we're going to actually be moving on to our bellies here, moving towards child's pose. So coming into that Balasana, and I will see you there. Alrighty, my friends, so finding Balasana, I want your knees about as wide as the mat and your big toes touching behind you. Hips are down on the heels, and then you're going to bring the hands to the front and start to walk your hands forward, drawing your torso towards the mat. Letting the head drop down, the forehead connects to the ground. And this is a resting pose, but you can make it a bit more active with your hands. So I really want you to think about gripping the mat here, pulling yourself forward, but not letting your hips come up. Keep those hips connected down. All right, opening in particular the shoulders here, but you are getting a lovely full back stretch. And then we're going to move to the side now, all right? So walking the hands a little bit over as far as you can comfortably go over to the left side. When you reach your maximum, again, drop that head. Taking a few breaths here, feeling the opening along the right side of the spine. Checking that you're not holding your breath at any time during this practice. And then picking the head up, walking the hands to the opposite side. Nice and easy here, moving it to the maximum on the right side, and then again, dropping the head, relaxing the face, closing the eyes. Lovely work. Coming back to the center with the hands. And then draw yourself up, back up to that seated position. We'll be moving on towards tabletop now, going towards lovely cat-cows. Best things for your back. So draw yourself forward, coming up on the hands and knees. Remember, your typical tabletop asanas is with your toes tucked under, pushing the balls of the feet. But if you do want to help take weight out of your knees, that pressure, go ahead and push your shins down, point the toes back. Your hands are going to be underneath the shoulders, opening those palms up, grounding here, looking down at the space between the hands at your mat. And then we're going to move through 5 cat-cows. So you're going to inhale, drop the belly, looking up at the sky. And then exhale, round the spine, drop the chin towards the chest. Always moving with your breath with these cat-cows. And think about really curving the back to your maximum at each end of the stretch. 2 more here. Pull that chest, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round the belly, pull the belly button in. Last one, inhale and exhale to cat. Very nice. Inhale, neutral spine, and we're going to go to a bound angle with our arms here to help warm up the shoulders a bit more. So go ahead and drop down to your forearms to begin. I'm going to be doing my right arm so you can see this very, very well, hopefully from the camera. And you're going to think about swimming your right arm underneath your torso. The palm will be facing up to the sky. You're drawing that right shoulder towards the ground. Your left palm can stay here, or for a little bit extra shoulder work, go ahead and walk that left hand forward to the maximum. So you're making kind of like a perpendicular angle here with your arms. Your left arm is pointed to the front, right arm away from this body. Right side of the head is connected, pushing into those shins again, and holding here. Letting the weight of your torso open up your right shoulder, relaxing the face. Beautiful. Walk that left hand if you went into that full extension, and then push into the left hand, coming back, tabletop pose, and now switching over to the other side. Lowering down to the forearms, just coming just nice and gentle, and then swim that left arm underneath the torso, curving yourself, turning the left side of the head down to the mat, and then walking that right hand forward. Holding here. Left palm is facing up, right palm is facing down to the ground. And now releasing this slowly, walk the right hand back towards your body. Push into the right hand, bringing that left hand back down. All right. So just sitting back with the hips to the heels for a moment. Next, we're going to be working into a downward dog. Now, if this is ever too much, especially for your wrist, you can always drop down to forearms and do like a dolphin pose. When we're going to do a little bit of a flow, a downward dog to cobra, we're going to kind of be working throughout the spine. So again, if this is too much on the wrist, go ahead and drop down and do the best that you can. Our focus here is on the back, so we don't want to risk anything else, all right? So coming into that down dog, palms are shoulder width distance apart, tuck those toes under, and on your next exhale, push yourself, drawing the hips up and back, finding down dog. This is our first down dog, so just walk the dog here, pedaling those feet out one at a time. You want your middle finger pointed to the front on both hands. Your thumbs are stretched towards the opposite hand. You're pushing into the parts of your palm to take the weight out of the wrist. Holding in down dog for one more breath. And then going into a bit of a flow here from down dog to cobra. So inhale, curve the spine. Bring yourself like you're going towards plank. And then lower the hips all the way down, pushing into the hands, stretching up. And then moving back, exhale, down dog. Going at your own speed here, we're going to be moving through these a few times, so just letting the body go as quickly or slowly as you want. Maybe going actually more into an upward dog than a cobra if you have that flexibility in the spine now. If you don't, it's okay, lower those hips, maybe bend the elbows, and just doing a cobra. Pushing yourself up. If you need to go hands and knees first to go back to down dog, that's fine. Doing a few more of these, really curving that spine as you're moving to the front, and then drop the hips. And last one, really draw yourself all the way forward, drop the hips, and doing a back bend. Very nice. Exhale, release yourself for just a moment. Drop the right cheek to the side, connect it to the ground, arms relax beside the body. Just release that back here for a moment. Now we're going to be moving, move this water bottle here. We're going to be moving to Sphinx Pose. So to do Sphinx Pose, it's a very kind of gentle little pose you can do to sort of easily relax the back. What you want to do is you want to have your arms shoulder width distance apart, so your elbows are underneath the shoulders and your forearms stay connected to the ground. So you think about the Sphinx, right, in Egypt. You want to think about your gaze is forward, your forearms are connected, and you're using your forearms and your hands to help draw you forward, going into that back bend. So this can be a very, very easy pose for some. You might not be feeling very much, and that's fine. I'm going to show you how to make it a bit more intense if you want. But if this is good for you, stay here. Your toes are pointed back, you're gazing forward, and you're just thinking about drawing the chest towards the front, really shining that heart, your beautiful heart. For those who want to do a little bit more of intense, if you're not really feeling this, you want to step it up a little bit. We're going to go to Twisted Cobra, okay? So to do Twisted Cobra, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, forehead connects to the mat, legs are zippered together, toes pointed back. You're going to inhale, draw yourself up, and then look over the left shoulder, squeezing here. Exhale, come back down to the mat. Inhale, come up, look over the right shoulder. And exhale, down. Moving through these a few times with me if you like. And again, we're moving with the breath, bringing a little bit more mobility throughout the spine, doing these back bends. And also some nice little strengthening into our arms. Sort of like a modified push-up if you're going through this with me. Last one over to the right. And exhale down. This time, drop your left cheek towards the mat. Just let it connect. Arms beside the body, palms face up. Relaxing here for a moment, closing the eyes, and taking a few breaths. Alrighty, my friends. So we're almost there. The last thing we're going to do is actually a supported half locust. So this is a bit of a lower back stretch. I'm going to show you different levels of it. So if you start at the lower level, if you've never done this before, and maybe work yourself up if you're feeling like it's not doing enough for you and you want to go a bit more intense. So to do this, we're going to be on our bellies, and you're going to draw yourself to the mat with your hands actually facing down to the earth. Your chin connects to the ground, so you're looking forward. And this is going to give you kind of a sturdy base. You're going to use your hands, use your arms, the shoulders to help you be as stable as possible. We're going to start on our left leg so you can see this better. Bending that left leg so that you're about a 90-degree angle and that left foot is parallel to the ground. It's very important, if possible, to not turn your neck. Just listen to my verbal cues during this, because you do run the risk of hurting your neck when you're in a back bend, all right? So try to keep that chin connected to the earth so that your neck doesn't get twisted to the side. When you're ready, pushing into the palms, you're gonna lift up that right leg. Now you're drawing the right leg, the front of the right leg, onto the arch of the left foot. Now maybe it's just at your ankle, perhaps. That's as deep as you can go. Maybe it's on the shin. You never want to go on your knee, of course, but you can, if you have that flexibility, you can bring it all the way up to that quadricep. The right foot is pointed back. You're stable here, doing a half locust. And just holding here Maybe dropping your forehead to the mat if that feels more comfortable on your neck. Just not twisting it to the side. And taking a few breaths here. Lovely, guys. To release, push into the hands, lift up that right leg, and slowly release both feet, both legs down. Moving over to the other side now, of course. So bending that right leg now, so the right foot becomes parallel to the earth. Hands are down to the ground. And on that inhale, push into the ground, bringing the front of that left leg anywhere you can onto that right foot, as long as it is above or below the knee. Holding here, using that platform of the foot to help you in this back bend. Remember, keeping the chin connected, or maybe the forehead if you want to go ahead and drop the head all the way, whatever's more comfortable for you. Hands are connected, holding you steady. And on that next inhale, you're going to push, releasing both legs back to the earth, drawing the hands underneath the shoulders, going back to a brief child's pose, pushing yourself up hands and knees, walk the knees forward. Maybe keep the knees together for this one and just drop the hips down onto the heels. Arms come beside the body, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. And then we're going to start to come up to seated, slowly rolling the vertebra, curving the spine to come up, stacking the vertebrae on top of each other. And then at the top, doing 3 shoulder rolls. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, and exhale them back. 2 more of those. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, shoulder blades come together. And 1 more, inhale and exhale. So you should be feeling a lot more loose in the spine. We're going to finish with just a seated spinal twist. So coming down, you can do butterfly here, or you can just do cross-legged, whatever you like. Just finding a way to get those sit bones connected to the earth. So you can hold. Taking 1 breath here before we move into that lovely spinal twist to finish things off. So then bringing the hands together at the heart. You're going to inhale, swoop the arms all the way up to the sky. Palms face each other. And we're going to move over to the right side. It'll be your mirror again. So exhale, left hand comes to that right leg. You're holding here in the leg to help you in the twist. The right hand comes down to the small of your back, and then 1 palm length away from you. I'll show this to you if you're new to my yoga videos. Bring the hand directly flush to the body and then walk it out 1 palm length. Staying here in this twist, looking over that right shoulder. I'm being your mirror. Squeezing it all there. And 1 more breath here. Good job. Moving to the other side. Inhale, arms float up to the sky. And exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand is going to help grip that left leg to help you in your twist. The left hand comes away from the body, 1 palm length away. And you're looking over that left shoulder. Really think about your chin kind of leading this here, so you're also getting some work into the neck. should feel a lovely twist throughout the whole core of you. So from your sit bones stay connected here, so you're actually doing a complete twist throughout the spine, kind of wringing out the sponge of your torso. Beautiful work. Inhale, bring those arms back up, palms touch, and exhale, come back to the heart. And that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to do a little bit here. I've had some students and friends kind of talking a lot about back pain, and I think just like the stress and anxiety of the world that we're living in right now, a lot of that manifests in holding tension in our backs and our shoulders. So I want to give you just a quick little stretch you can do, hopefully help bring a little bit of more ease into your life, into the body. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to message me on the Facebook May Yoga page. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you again on the mat very soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.